Hey guys, this is Aaron from Xingqiu Gaming. Today I want to talk about my favorite character, and that is Noelle. Talk about the team I've kind of been building around her. Let's get into it. So first off, looking at Noelle, she's level 60. I'm only AR 34. I gotta be AR 35 before I can start sending her. I've already been gathering the materials. I mean, I'm gonna make her stronger and stronger. I mean, she's one of my favorites. And that's what you do in this game, is if you can find somebody that you enjoy, especially Noelle. A lot of tiers at the very beginning list, the tier list, they said she was trash, like she's bad. And there's, in all honesty, all those they're wrong. They really did not understand how Noelle was, and Noelle is probably one of the strongest, especially if you got her 6-star constellation. Then she's amazing. So looking at her constellations, like her 4-star. Oop, not a 4-star. This next one, the To Be Cleaned. So it's the 4-star constellation. When breastplate duration expires or is destroyed by damage, it will deal 400% attack of geo damage to surrounding enemies. That's a lot of damage. And geo is one of those elements that it has reactions, but it doesn't really have negative reactions as much. So kind of like with fire or hydro and fire, the reaction for fire hitting hydro isn't as strong as hydro hitting fire. Geo is not one of those type of elements. But if you can get even more of her, you can get her 6-star constellation, Sweeping Time, which is her ultimate. It's her Q if you're on PC. Increases Noelle's attack by an additional 50% of her defense. Additionally, every enemy defeated during the skill's duration adds up to 1 second of the duration, up to 10 seconds. That's a lot of extra time. There's sometimes when I play her, I can almost get my ultimate back up before my first ultimate has ended, especially if you have enough recharge time. So looking at her weapons, I have White Blind, which is her best weapon, hands down. You really can't get a better weapon than that just yet. I have it maxed out at required adventure rate 35 for a level up, and as you can see, I've already started getting the essential materials to upgrade that as soon as I hit next level. The refinement, I have it rank 3. I've gotten a couple of the claymores from Dvalin. It's really helped out, and I just got 2 more levels to get, I believe, and then I can max it out and do top tier damage. But right now, it still does good with on hit, normal, or charged attacks, increases attack and defense by 9%. Looking at the artifacts, I'm not gonna lie, I'm only AR 34. I do not have the best artifacts, but what I do have, and was a must for me to get, is the retracing bolide. I hope I'm saying that right. Bolide, whatever. The 2-piece set increases shield strength by 35%. This is gonna make it where Noelle is pretty much not gonna take damage, and with her shield activated, it also keeps her from getting interrupted during her attacks, which can actually really come in handy. But the next part of it, which is amazing, the 4-piece, and this took me forever being below AR 40. These 4-star artifacts, they might drop, but then again, the only domain that drops those is not very good. You could drop 2 other artifacts that are 4-star over hers. It probably took me 1,000 plus resin just to get these 4, and some of them I got duplicates of before I got my 4 set piece. But our 4 set pieces, while protected by a shield, gain an additional 40% normal and charged attack damage. An additional 40%. That is so much damage. Let's look right here. So on the flower, I got the Summer's Not Bloom. Of course, all flowers are HP. I got attack percentage, a straight plus 30 defense, energy recharge, and elemental mastery. Probably not the best in the world, because I could use some crit rate and some crit damage, but sometimes you gotta deal with what you can deal with. Like this one here, it rolled some defense and elemental mastery, but I really don't need much elemental mastery, so I really wasn't going to risk trying to roll this one. I just stuck with this. My feather, of course, got the attack percentage on it, it's got the attack number, it's got some health. That's probably wasn't one of the best rolls. Attack percentage, that's okay. Elemental Mastery, that's okay. Not 100% needed, but it's okay. But crit damage, look at that, 6.2%. That's definitely really helpful. I wish I could have got some crit rate or something like that over HP at least. But like I said, you gotta take what you can get until you get closer to AR 40 before you can start getting more and more legendaries dropping. And the next one, the Hourglass, I got the Summer's Night Moment. So I got the attack on it, and then I got attack plus 11, crit rate plus 3.1, energy recharge plus 5.2, and crit rate plus 16.8. Crit rate damage, like crit damage. Like this is basically a god roll, like I won't lie. This is probably a god roll. There's not much better you can get on this, besides maybe instead of it being attack, it could have been defense. But having more defense just means when your ultimate is used, then she'll have more attack damage. But this attack damage up front is very helpful. I mean, it really is. Now, I wish I'd have got some defense, maybe like a defense percentage here at least, or something like that. But I would say this is probably pretty close to a god row, especially with the crit rate and the crit damage. And then the energy recharge is all great. It means having your shields up more and more and getting your ultimate up. On the next one here, we have this one, which is, again, it's attack, and then it's crit damage, 8.7, attack plus 11, see there's that defense, plus 4.7, and then HP, which is really not needed. I don't really like the HP, but sometimes you get lucky, sometimes you don't. And look at this one here. See, this one's HP and energy recharge, but it's also attack. If this had rolled maybe defense, I might would have tried it, but still, it's kind of crappy. I'll be honest. On to the next, which is this one, the Mask of Solitude, which is the Geo set. I actually was running the Geo set because I had its pieces before I got the other set. With this one, it has that nice defense. Look at that, 43.5% at rank 16. It's got HP, which I'm not happy with. Crit rate, which I love that. And crit damage, I love it. And attack, it's okay. It's alright. But this piece here, I really just keep it on because it's one of the only ones that have rolled defense. And I really need defense. I wish I'd have gotten one more that had defense on it. But sometimes you can only take what you can get. And at this point, this is all I got. So these are my artifacts. Like I said, they could have been better. They could have been a lot worse. I'm just happy I even got this set bonus, because this set bonus makes up for having some crappy ones. Because this is way better than having the Geo one. So that was all of those characters, and on to the next. I actually have Klee as a support. I know she's typically used as a DPS, but in all honesty, I really need a second Geo. Because if you can have that second Geo, you'd have better. I think it also increases your damage, or Geo damage, which is great. Klee, I got her for elemental reactions. She's really low leveled because this game doesn't like to give you enough resources without starving you once you get above AR 30. So, until I get another Geo character like one of the new ones that comes out in 1.1, I'm going to stick with Klee for right now. And then I have Xingqiu. Hope I said that name right. Xingqiu. So he's probably another one that's kind of slept on. A lot of people don't understand that he's actually really good, and he actually synergizes really well with Noelle. And by that, I mean looking at his talents. So for one, let's look at his sword. Performs a twin strike with the sword, dealing hydro damage. At the same time, this ability creates maximum number of rain swords. Basically, the rain swords help protect you right here, and they reduce damage taken. This could also make your shields last longer. I believe these do stack. So initial number is 3, but because I have his constellation, I have several constellation, like right here, increases it by 1. Extends the duration, decreases hydro resist, which is not really that necessary. Increases the level, and then evil soother, other duration, blah 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 blah. It just increases the duration of it, which is great. But the main reason I use him on this team, for him being underutilized, is this one right here, the Rain Cutter. So this one, basically it initiates Rainbow Blade Work and Fight using Illusionary Sword Rain. while creating the maximum number of rain swords. Normal attacks will trigger consecutive sword rain attacks, dealing hydro damage. Rain swords will remain at the maximum duration throughout the ability's duration, or remain at the maximum number. These effects carry over to other characters. So this just adds on. This literally just adds on. So with Noelle, when you use her ultimate, she gets a real long sword. She starts attacking stuff and killing everything. This is just another element, another level of damage. It is another level of damage. And it works great, especially if you're against Hydro people, or not Hydro, but Pyro. Especially like the flower boss. This will wear them out. Like, it's crazy how much damage it will do. It can be really underestimated. And then my last one I have is Sucrose. So Sucrose, I mainly have her because she's an animo. And then on top of that, her forbidden creation. So what this does is it creates this animo butterfly, and it just sucks in people. That's kind of like Venti, but I have Venti on a separate team. But this one helps groups up everybody. So the whole goal is to get everybody grouped up, sucked in together, and then use the rain sword. And then on top of that, then use sweeping time by Noelle. So with all three of those combined, that will make Noelle do lots of damage. A lot of times before I'm even done attacking, or ever before we're done with the forbidden creation, it literally you can have everybody killed. You do so much damage in a short amount of time. It's unreal. It's amazing. But that's one of the main reasons I have her, is just for the grouping up. Other than that, that's it. I really would like to have another Geo character, but for right now, I've got what I have, and I'm proud to say that I have Noelle. She's definitely triple S or quadruple S material. But please, if you have any other questions or comments, please leave it in the comment section. Ask me away. I will tell you everything the best I can. This game is still pretty new. It's not an old game. There's still a lot of stuff to learn, and especially after the next patch, who knows? But I really feel like Geo element right now is being slept on. Here's some gameplay of me actually using that wombo combo I was telling you about earlier. So please, hit that like button for the YouTube algorithm. Don't just hit it, like completely obliterate it, destroy it. I want at least 10 likes, preferably 1,000,000 likes if possible. But at least 10 likes on this video, and then please subscribe. Have a nice day.